Hi guys, the original Wally back here, bringing you another video. It's been a while since I made one of these. Had a little inspiration when I was at the gym today, so I was thinking like, man, let me go ahead and drop a video today. But basically what we're going to be talking about today is a story time about my experience in college, basically. Um, since I'm kind of new to this, you guys don't know that I went to college out in TJC, or that's in Tyler, Texas. It's the junior college out there. You might as well say it's, not even the junior college, because the junior college was actually better than the regular, big college they had out there, the UT Tyler. So, Tyler wasn't, necessarily my first choice that I, really wanted to go to. I really wanted to, go to UT, or sorry, not UT, but University of Houston in Houston. But I was like, man, I don't know if I could be that far away from home. So, I decided to, hey, might as well go to UT Tyler. It's just like an hour and 30 minutes away from where I lived at back a year ago in Greenville. So I decided to go to, to UT TJC, go to college out there. And I got out there, honestly, without a plan about, what I really wanted to major in. So I just went out there blindly, really, and decided to major in computer science. And just for any future people that wanting to go to college, I would suggest you make plans about what you want to major in before you go, because it's a real pain in the ass trying to figure out what you want to do when you get there. So while I was there, I had an experience, orientation. We might as well just start off there. Orientation was really fun. It was all the way from like 8 a.m. all the way to like 9 or 10 at night. We had a big party at the end of the day after seeing the whole campus, listening to like a whole bunch of meetings and stuff like that. It was a big dance, party, all type of stuff. They're having dance-offs, sing-offs, all that type of stuff. And usually I'm not used to that, because I'm not a person that, likes to party for real. I'm more of a stay in their, room all day type of person. So, it was kind of interesting to, see, people like dancing. I was actually getting into it. I was recording and stuff. I almost had to jump in myself for a second. I was like, nah, let me not embarrass myself. But when my experience, that it was a test basically to see if I actually wanted a roommate. And let me tell you, bruh, that was the worst experience of my life. That made me not want a roommate. My roommate snored. He was like, he ain't had good hygiene, bro. He was using the bathroom on a toilet seat. Like, that stuff was crazy. I was like, nah, bro, let me get up out of here. So, I decided, I was like, hey, I'm just getting me an apartment and, stay by myself. So, if you get an apartment, you're going to have to get a job. So, I decided to get a job at Coca-Cola. Working as a merchandiser, while I went to school. The job was part-time, but hours were full-time. So I did that for money while I lived in Tyler, just so I could pay for my bills in my apartment. So everything was cool for a while. Got settled in. Went to work. A week before I started school. The week that I started school, I was nervous. I was looking around campus trying to find everything. I felt like I was a freshman in high school, like all over again. It was just completely crazy, to be honest with you. Dude trying to ram me off the road. Out the way. Look at him, he crashed. Back to the story now. I got him out my way. So like, yeah. Hold on, yeah. So yeah, my first day was acting like I was like a freshman in high school, like all over again. I got to my first class. I believe it was biology. I believe, or not biology. It was medical terminology. Not medical terminology. My bad. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's actually my second semester. My first semester, I majored in freaking nursing. So my first semester, I was majoring in nursing. So I got to my medical terminology class in the morning time. Teacher was cool. The only thing we really did in there was learn, analogies and stuff like that for, medical terms and stuff like that. Class was very simple. You didn't even really have to show up, she said, but I just showed up just because I feel like you could get something out of showing up in class. Most of our assignments were online. We took tests at the testing site on campus at TJC. So, yeah, that was my first class of the day. My second class was biology with her name was Ms. Brock, one of my favorite teachers while I was at TJC. Um, in that classroom, like the medical terminology classroom was like a classroom that you would see in high school, but the biology class was like one of the college classrooms you see in movies, like Spider-Man. I think it was 2 or 3 when Peter was getting that light shine in his face, and his professor was like, "Hey, you got something to say?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, the square root of pi equals apple," something ish like that. So yeah, it was that type of classroom. It was big, and let me tell you, and not in all cases, teachers kind of lie about the college experience, about the teachers don't care, like they make you miss notes. My teacher, Ms. Brock, actually, allowed us to say, "Hey, if you guys haven't got the notes yet, let me know. We'll stay on the slideshow, or I can send it to you, via email, after class." And she was cool. She was that type of person. So that's my second period class, right? Third period class, best class of the day, right? My English teacher or my writing teacher. I forget what her name was. Her name is Miss Ward. That's what her name was. She's actually from the town that I lived in the majority of my life, Greenville, which I didn't know until like the end of that semester. So, oh man, somebody shot me down. No! See, you can't make a live commentary without somebody trying to mess it up for you. But like I said, Miss Ward, she was a great teacher, honestly. She was like one of those cool teachers. Like, she was real hip to like the culture of, the kids our age. So this is the class also where I met one of my good friends, Nicole, and this other girl named Lizette. And I wasn't really trying to sit next to Nicole for real, because I was like, man, she kind of made me nervous, because like, I don't think I should sit next to her. She seemed like she'd be the type of person like, let me get up and move since he's sitting next to me. Like that's the kind of stuff, that's the kind of vibe I was getting at first. But nah, she was cool. We had a group assignment together, we became friends, cool friends, like the whole time I was down there. Then move on to my last period class of the day, which was my math class. I forget what his name was completely. He looked like a friend that I have named Jeremy though. He was cool. Also, we just worked on our math assignments on the computer all day, and that was it. Nothing complicated. When we had a test, we show up and do it. That's it. Basically an hour and a half just sitting there working on math assignments on the computer. And then, we have like tests on the computer that we take, and that's it basically, and then we can leave. So yeah, my college experience right there wasn't, that hard. It was something that, it was going to take a little bit getting used to. Like the homework, you have to really apply yourself to the homework sometimes though, because you get a bunch of it majority of the time. Just make sure you pay attention to like all your classes, what your teachers are saying, because they're actually spitting some really good information at you. My experiences are, could be completely different than your guys's, with your teachers and everything like that. But me going to college, make sure you, like I said at the beginning of this video, go with a plan, because, it might be something that you're not really, used to, basically. So those classes are like, Monday through Wednesday. I had work. My off days at work were like Wednesday and Thursday, so I had school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't think I had school Friday, but I had a class on Saturday, and oh my god, let me tell you, this was my worst class ever. I forget what her name was too, but just know it was my A&P class, Anatomy and Physiology, right? So in that class, you would think you would have some multiple choice questions. No. Everything in Anatomy and Physiology is off the top of your head. Like, you have to memorize everything. Like, we had a book that we had to memorize in that class. So I already wasn't liking it for real. But I met I met a good friend in there. I have him on Snapchat. I always forget his name. He was cool, but he eventually dropped out of the class because he was like, this isn't for me. Like, he didn't drop out of college, he just dropped out of class. He said, this isn't for me. I stayed for a while longer, about a month or two, or not a month or two. It was like near the end of the semester, actually. So I left in like December at the end of the semester. So the end of the semester, my teacher got literally mad at me. I showed up 30 seconds late to class. And I sat down and she's like, hurry up and pull out your book. You're wasting time. If you're gonna waste time, get out of my class. And, that day I really wasn't with it. I was having a bad day already. So I made a conscious decision in my head. I was like, I'm just pick up my stuff and I'm just gonna leave. That's exactly what I did. I dropped the class because I was like, this medical stuff isn't for me. I should probably try something else. Get experience in something else for real. So that time, that was the end of semester. I went and took all my finals and stuff. I passed all of them, I believe, and I was doing good right there. So, we go on winter break. I'm in Tyler. Only thing I'm doing during winter break is, working, going back home, stuff like that. So, we get back from the winter break. The day before, they were talking about, oh yeah, we're about to get a snowstorm out here in Tyler. And everybody was like, I remember merchandising one of the stores. You just go put sodas and stuff on the shelves and merchandise the store basically. I remember the store, people were buying up everything, and they're like, "Oh, don't you know there's a big snowstorm coming?" I was like, "Man, people are actually the world's gonna end or something." And as soon as I get out the store, it starts raining. I'm like, "Okay, so it's just rain." And then I get home later that night, and then I look out my window at 1 o'clock, and it's pouring down with snow. I'm like, "Whoa, it's like a blizzard outside." So I'm like, "Okay, tomorrow I got school, so maybe they'll cancel school, bro." I woke up. Bro, there's snow to my door, and I was like, wow, what the hell happened at nighttime? And then I get a notification on my phone, and classes will be canceled for the next 3 days. I was like, oh, bet. And my boss texted me, he's like, listen, you can't drive to the stores right now because the roads are covered in snow, so take the days off, as soon as possible, or take all the days off that you need for right now. You'll get paid for time off. So I was like, shit, that's cool. So I was just getting back. I just got into this game called Fortnite. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what Fortnite is. So me and my friend Malik, those days that I was out of school, man, I would just play Fortnite all day. That was what the majority of my time really went to in college, was Fortnite and this game called Friday the 13th. This Jason game on PlayStation. That's where the majority of my time went. So, fast forward past the snow stuff, right? We get to the second semester where I changed my major to computer science. This is where computer science stuff comes into. Now, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, right? So, I went and got my computer science classes done. I got my math classes done. I didn't have... Oh, excuse me. I didn't have that many classes my second semester of college, compared to my first, but I had a gaming development class. I thought that class would be fun. Let's just jump right into that class first. Gaming development started out fun. You basically create your own levels to a game, basically. So I was liking it for, a little bit of time. And, as time went on, I started to hate that class more and more. Oh, man. I started to hate that class more and more, right? Because my teacher was like, hey, he would always be on us about finishing our design, right? But designing the maps and stuff for that class for a game level was kind of hard. It started out simple, but then it got hella hard. And I had a partner, his name was Mel, right? He thought he was a rapper and he was a pimp in college. So he just I don't know what happened to him. Usually you get dropped after about 4 or 5 absences in class. The teacher for some odd reason never dropped him. He missed 3 weeks of class. And I was like, hey, you just gonna let him skip that time? I'm pretty sure if I skipped, I'd be dropped in a heartbeat. And we got to this one. This is what made me quit the class, right? So we got to this one thing. We had to design 3 whole levels of a game, right? I was like, man, I got to the first level and I was already done with it. So my shit accidentally got deleted. I was heated. I was like, that took me, literally designing that one level took me about 2.5 days. And I was like, dude, are you for real? And I was just so heated, and then the assignment was due the next day, so there was no way I was going to be able to finish, the other 2 levels, because the other 2 levels were kind of simple. I was going to make them too complicated. I wanted to make my first level, top of the line, diddly daddly stuff like that. So I was like, man, I'm screwed, to be honest. So I just dropped the class, which was not good. Just let you guys know, do not drop classes in college. It's not good, because I learned my lesson now. So my next class, which was what was the class called? Oh man, I cannot remember the class name. It was computer programming. That's what it was, computer programming. We had a teacher that thought he knew everything, bro. He was such a smart ass. Like, literally, if I probably seen him in the streets, I'd probably fade him up, to be honest. Like, that's how smart he was. And that class was just hard. Like, you had to deal with, like, numbers, certain scenarios, and all type of stuff like that. Write your own computer programs. Like, that class, I just was lost the entire time, man. Like, literally, it was like somebody was speaking a foreign language to me. So, ended up dropping that class, too. Right, and the other class I had was just another math class, which I had a teacher. I forget what her name was. I didn't have the dude teacher again. I had a woman this time. So yeah, she was cool. She was really nice. I had this one bad girl in that class though. Let me tell you, bruh. Oh my lord, like I forgot what her name is. Like, I'm not good at remembering names, bruh. But she was my neighbor, bruh. Like my partner for real. And, I like talking to her every day, bro. Like, I ain't have no problem talking to her. I'm like, hey, what's up with you? She's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, man, I'm just trying to, make it through this semester, which I barely did make it through. So that class, I only had 3 classes that semester. The computer science, the gaming development, and then the math class. So the class was just like, it's just like something that, that's very hard for me to, comprehend. I mean, I'm smart, but I'm not all that type of smart. People were up in there already knowing what to do in the computer science class. I was like, dude, oh crap. I mean, not the computer science class, the game, or the programming class. So, I already knew I was screwed. Once I knew this one kid was in there, he was like, oh yeah, the answer to that is blah, 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 pi. And I was like, my mouth was just wide open. I was just like in awe of like, is this nigga serious? I was like, this nigga already know the answer? Man, what? He's like, that's correct, Nathan, that is very correct. You know what? You get some extra points on your test coming up. I was like, test? This is the first semester already? We got a test at the end of this week? He's like, yeah, you got a test. I was like, nah, bro. So that class was just like so horrible. I showed up, but it was just so tough surviving that class, dude. Let me tell you. So we get to the end of the semester. I've already dropped the gaming programming class and the computer programming class. All I have is the math one, bro. And for some odd reason, bro, math was just so hard for me that semester, bro. Like I'm usually good at math, but math that semester was just horrible. So I ended up failing that whole entire semester, right? So I was like, man, at this time also, I didn't live in Tyler anymore. I left my apartment. I moved back home to Greenville, so I had to drive back and forth from Greenville to Tyler every day that I had class and work. So that's about an hour and 30 minutes every day, back and forth. Not to mention the driving that you got to do once you get to Tyler. So it was very heavy and fatiguing on my body. So I just, thought at that moment, I'm like, hey, I think it's time that I just take a break from school after this semester, which, I ended up doing. To rethink some things. I took a whole year off of school, so now the next semester that's coming up in September, I believe, or August, one of the two. I'll be actually going back to school in a college called Collin College, or Collin Community College, in McKinney. Basically, it's like right down the street from where I live at. But I actually know what I want to major in this time, which is teaching. I'm going to try to be, a history teacher. Why am I stopping at this red light? Like, this is a red light. So yeah, I want to try to be a history teacher. Because I was like one of the smartest kids at history in high school, like I swear. Don't let anybody tell you different, even though people that watch this video probably don't know me personally, the majority of them. So I decided to be a history teacher and also either a track or football coach. I'm probably leaning towards track just because I like how track operations like work. I learned a lot from my coach, Coach Contreras, in high school about track and stuff like that because I never even originally wanted to run track. It was kind of forced on me. Like at football practice, we were conditioning and I was like running like really fast. And then the next day in the weight room, he was like, "You know you're gonna run track for me when when the season comes, right?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna run track for me." And I was iffy about even trying to run because I was just a one sport athlete. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just run it." And actually, when I ran it, I was actually pretty good. Like my whole sophomore year in track was it was lit. I got second place in the 4x2. I should have had first, but I look back and that dude hawked me up, bro. Let me tell you. And I did hurdles, 110, 300 hurdles, and then I did relays and open events like open 100, open 200. So that was back in the day. I'm probably I can hold a candle to myself now, like my past self. So put that out there. Oh, he don't know how to drive, bro. I don't know how to drive. I got my drink in the front seat, so you see the drink in the front seat right there. I know y'all see it, but yeah, like that's my whole college experience really. Met a couple of friends down there, some that I'm still cool with to this day. Only thing I have to leave you guys with is this message. Make sure that when you get to college, you know what you want to do, because you don't want to waste like semesters, money, and all that type of stuff, trying to figure out what you do once you get there. You get there and you do something you don't like, you're like, man, you're not totally invested to it. Like your mind's not going to be invested to it. Like, make sure you know, because it will distract you. It's like, man, I don't think this is for me. You'll start to doubt yourself. You'll probably end up, dropping out, all that type of stuff. Just make sure you know what you want to do once you get there. That's the only advice I really have for you. And also, make sure you study. Don't like prioritize. You got to really make a schedule like while you're in college. Like honestly, like I had to factor in work. I had to factor in gaming time. I had to factor in sleeping time. Also workout time. Man, because I can only work out about 1 or 2 days a week at the most, because I got off I worked evening shifts, so I got off at like 8 or 9, sometimes 10 or 11, and I didn't have a Planet Fitness membership like I do now, so I had to work out at the campus at the gym, or work out at the gym on the campus, and the campus gym closes at 8 or 9. So it's you just gotta factor in all of that stuff for real. But majority of the stuff you don't have to worry about unless you're like living on your own and you get a job. So don't even, you just take whatever you want out of this video, to be honest. Just, going off of my experiences, just make sure you go to college and you know what you want to do. Because honestly, if I would have known what I was gonna do, I would have probably still, been in my, get ready to go into my third year of college, going up this next year. So just make sure you know what you want to do. Stay focused. Don't party too hard, because I barely partied at all. I think I went to like one party when I was in college, and that was it. And fellas, if you meet some girls there, majority of the time they some hoes. Like, just to be honest with you, they are some hoes. Like, I met a whole bunch of females out there. They ain't want the loyal life. Like, basically, they just want to be hoes around there, right? So, and ladies, majority of the niggas there, they ain't shit, bro. So, like, I know some of my friends, bro, they just be like having like 5 girls, bro. They be like, hey, bro, you trying to get on this hoe? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good, bro. So just make sure, bro, y'all just take whatever you want out of this video. This is just my personal experience about what I experienced when I was at Tyler. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and live commentary, even though I'm just driving around the majority of the time. I wasn't even shooting nobody. You know what? Just for y'all real quick, I'm gonna go run up on somebody real quick before we end this video. Wait a second. Hold on. That nigga got my car, bro. Nah, that ain't even cool, bro. That nigga got my car. I just now realized that. Hold on, bro. We gotta go. Hold on. We gotta chase him down real quick. We not going for that. We don't go for that. Hold on. Let me see if I remember how to throw sticky bomb. Okay. I remember how to throw sticky bomb. All right. So we about to clap because he got my car, bro. I just realized he has my car. Bro, this nigga really got my car, bro. Let me turn. Yeah, this video was supposed to end like a little bit ago, but we gotta get him real quick. We just can't end the video like this, guys. We just can't end it like this. He has my car. And he knows it. Look at him running, bro. I'm in this little ass. Oh yeah, I got your ass now. Oh shit. No shit! Ah, damn it. You know what? I'll just make this a mute point for real. Let's see here. Vehicles. Vehicle access. I'll make that a mute point. That's all we have to do, bro. Where you at? Where'd that nigga go? Oh, that nigga died. Alright. So now that I got my whip back, I didn't even know somebody took it. Somebody's just really riding around in my stuff that whole time we was doing that live commentary, though. Hey, what's up, 5-0? So yeah, it's this nigga right here, too. This nigga. Boom, nigga. Took my shit. Alright, we ended the video right there, though. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll try to be a little bit more consistent with the videos I make. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you guys have a nice